Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove collection accounts from their credit report, in many cases without paying any debt at all. And if that's you or someone you know, I'm confident you'll walk away from this video knowing what the next best step is to take. But now, that does not mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or believe a collection account on your credit report is the result of identity theft, or have a wrong balance after you've already paid, or any other major issue that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement, okay? So we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. So, pretty good deal. Now, if there are no issues like that exist, and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can help with that too. So call us today. I'll go ahead and put our number in the description. So let's get through the most important questions that we get about this company. Firstly, really important, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with a collection company? And I put this one at the top of the list because we have a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And it makes sense. I mean, I totally understand that because few people are really taught how credit and debt work in school. I mean, I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. Fortunately, unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get any jail time. No need to worry about that whatsoever. The other thing to remember is the amount of the debt doesn't matter either. I mean, you could pay, you could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time. I cannot stress that enough. So now, finally, what is a collection, and why are they on your credit report? Well, collection agencies are companies who buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very, very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount, okay? For example, imagine for a moment that for whatever reason you have an unpaid card with Capital One, okay? And it's $1,000, okay? A collection agency could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for just $100. But now, they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, giving them a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, these companies stand to make a lot of money from you. Damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is a primary strategy that they have to get you to pay. However, what many people don't know is that paying a debt on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it, okay? That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not, okay? So a lot of the time, paying it isn't in your best interest, and you can be just wasting money. And in rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score even further, okay? In addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters, call a lot, even calling your family members and colleagues. If creditors have ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you may be owed a lawsuit. So again, there's another case you'd want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. One question I get a lot is, should you negotiate a settlement with collection agencies? And the answer is settling your debt with a collection agency really depends on your personal goal. Typically, if you are wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't always the best option. Why? Well, because as I mentioned before, even if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score the whole time. Instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to remove these, to review these accounts for you, okay? If certain issues exist, then the accounts may be removed, okay? And this is a win-win. You won't have to waste money paying the debt, and that won't ultimately help your score, and the negative account gets removed from your report. So it's perfect. How do you remove collections from your credit report? Great question. The Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. Let me say that the knowledge required to do this is a little bit more involved than it might seem. That's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but be prepared to spend weeks, possibly months, learning how to do it properly. However, if you'd like to hire a professional to handle it for you, and ensure it's done properly the first time and save the extra time, well, we're happy to take care of it. We've dealt with collection accounts many, many times. They regularly have issues, and we've helped numerous clients deal with them. We'll take care of it for you if that's what you'd prefer. How can you get collection agencies to stop calling you? This is a big one. As I mentioned before, collection agencies will be calling you to attempt to collect the debt they've purchased, which means the only reason that they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will collection agencies try suing or garnishing my wages? So collection agencies suing you is unlikely. It can and does happen from time to time, but in our experience, it's really rare. There are many laws around how long they can sue for and what they can do if they win, and it's a long process. However, having said that, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it at all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with collection agencies? This is good. You have the right to dispute any of your debt that a collection agency has purchased. They are governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or the FDCPA, and as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA. While these acts seem very complicated, they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use them properly. Now, if you don't have time to research these acts, it's not a problem. Give us a call, and we can sit down and discuss your options. And again, I'll put our number in the description for you. Thanks again.